Okay, guys. I don't know if you guys can see me, but we're doing this little rant over here on the Google Plus Hangout, and it might be shown in my other web camera in my office, but I don't give a shit. We're talking about that new band with Johnny Depp, and y'all know who Johnny Depp is. Let me fit this thing where it's full screen so you guys don't complain about the wacky ass half screen. I don't know if you guys can see me now. Go here, switch back. Okay, I don't know if it's still streaming me or not. Let me go back here. Okay, my camera. And what I want to say is, guys, okay, turn the camera back to me so you can see me podcasting. I want to say this. For those people who are talking about this new, so-called new band, Hollywood Vampires, that sounds like a damn new movie. It sounds like you're watching some stupid Twilight garbage. And me personally, who wants to watch Twilight garbage? You know, at the end of the day, no one gives a shit about it. And they say, well, Johnny Depp's in the band. What the hell has he ever done for music? I mean, he sounds like Pearl Jam when he plays live, and he has been featured on a lot of live performances, such as Sweet Dreams by Marilyn Manson. But at the end of the day, you look at this cat and you say, what has he accomplished in music in general? Let me put this bad boy right down there so you can see what I'm doing. And what has he really accomplished in music? You know, they're just doing this to have so-called a person that's going to help elevate the project into the masses. If you're a Johnny Depp fan and you heard your favorite actor or actresses are joining a metal band with Alice Cooper, you're probably thinking, hell yeah, I'm going to check it out and see what it's all about. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be that great of a thing. I think it's going to be a one-hit shitter where they make one good song, it gets on iTunes, gets a billion downloads, and that's it. It's not going to be something that everybody's going to like. It's radio-friendly garbage. And at the end of the day, guys, I look at it this way. If you had Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit, you had Mick Thompson on rhythm guitar, you had Zakk Wylde on lead guitar, you had James Hetfield on drums, and then you had on bass, you had, let's say, Dave Mustaine on bass, and let's say that was the actual band, and let's just say that was the band, and you know these certain these certain artists actually don't play these certain instruments, but they do play a little bit, because you can definitely hear James Hetfield can jam on drums a little bit. But I'm saying, if you listen to all these people that I just named in a band, people would check it out just because they like those certain artists. A lot of people don't love Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit. They say Limp Bizkit sucks, but they would still listen to it and tune in because of the star power that it has. You even have Beatles bass player and vocalist Paul McCartney on this track, or on this album. And at the end of the day, what's he ever done for the metal genre? Nothing. He's a tremendously good, badass bass player. He can shred on the bass. He plays. If you ever listen to the Beatles song Come Together, that's a sick-ass bass line. And at the end of the day, he did what he was supposed to do in that song. Do, 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 do. It was like real slow. I never heard him play Cannibal Corpse or play anything. He probably could play that because he's been playing for about 40 years. So when you play music for 40 years, you can pretty much play anything and everything. But would I be looking at Johnny Depp and be looking at this guy, Paul McCartney, as a band? I would not look at these two guys and say, well, you know what? I want to get Wesley Snipes and Clint Eastwood and Arnold Schwarzenegger to be in my next band. You know, that sounds like stupid shit, and especially the name. The name is giving it like this bozo the clown, stupid shit. You know, when you listen to this band, and you definitely listen to it, and you definitely hear the name, it's Hollywood Vampires, that gives me a sound like it's the next Twilight. When my friend made a rant about Hollywood Vampires, when he first posted, he said, this is my new rant. And I was like, what are you talking about, Hollywood Vampires? And he goes, well, it's Johnny Depp and Alice Cooper's new band. And I was thinking, no, it isn't. It's Twilight, the New Return. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a damn Twilight movie. It doesn't sound like anything that is a metal sounding genre. You know, when you hear metal, like Hollywood Vampires, it has Hollywood name in it because it has Hollywood star power in it. And yes, I could give a rat's ass about it, but I'll say this. If Johnny Depp is a musician and he loves playing fucking metal and he loves playing music, I give the dude credit for actually using his star power to be able to play with a lot of these musicians that are out there. And I would love to be able to play with Paul McCartney and love to play with Alice Cooper. I'm not an Alice Cooper fan. I'm a Beatles fan. But, baby, at the end of the day, I definitely will say this. I will definitely tell you this, that at the end of the day, when you're actually listening to this band, it's either going to be total garbage, total overly produced. It's going to have loudness war. It's going to be cranking up to 11. Why not 10 and make 10 louder? They're just going to make it 11 and make it too loud. And it's going to be overly produced. It's going to probably play. They're probably going to play a few shows, and that's it. It's just going to be something that they play at the Roxy Theater in Hollywood, California, where a lot of metal bands played. You had Limp Bizkit play there. You had Metallica, Slayer, Pantera. They all played the Roxy Theater. The Roxy Theater is a great little club where a lot of local bands play and a lot of big hits play. But at the end of the day, I don't think this is going to be the greatest band of all time. They say, well, it's a Hollywood greatest. You have a lot of people that are in this band. You even have a dude that was in Guns N' Roses. And when was the last time Guns N' Roses ever did anything besides Sweet Child of Mine? And when was the last time you heard of Axl Rose? That dude looks like he has plastic surgery and weird shit now. That dude just is weird. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. I'll give the guys credit for recording a band, putting a band together, and I'll give the dudes credit for having Johnny Depp in there and letting Johnny Depp at least do backup vocals or at least play guitar, do whatever he's doing. Because if I was a star power like musician or a high-powered sports athlete and I played guitar, hell yeah, I would use my star power to get into the genre of playing with a big metal guy. I definitely would. But I would definitely not go out and support this band because if you look at it this way, Shaquille O'Neal, NBA basketball player, this dude sucks. He sucks as a rapper, but he went platinum. He sold 1 million records. And the reason why he sold 1 million records, ladies and gentlemen, is not because he's the greatest rapper of all time. It's because he has a name. Why did people go out and buy his movie Kazam? And he even said on his podcast recently that he would never make a new movie because his movie acting is sucky and it's shitty. So he even admits to himself that he wouldn't go out and make another movie or make another album. And he realizes, well, I'm not that great. But he did it and sold 1 million records. And how did he sell 1 million records? Is because he makes a lot of damn money and he's a popular dude. If you're a popular individual, you can definitely make it as a musician. Like I thought Chris Jericho, the WWF wrestler, for example, I always thought that dude, for example, was going to be like a shitty musician, not that great. And then he joined Fozzy, or he started Fozzy, whatever, and he actually was pretty damn good as a musician. I was like, damn, that dude actually has some talent. I thought they were just going to use Chris Jericho's name to elevate that band into something great, into something nice. And if the quality sucks, I'm sorry, I'm just doing it over Google Plus Hangout because I just wanted to shoot the shit with you guys. And sometimes doing it on Google Plus Hangout, I love the aspect of doing it live because it gives me the aspect of ranting and you guys can comment. I'm Trevor. I'm out of here, baby. But if you guys want to pick up Hollywood Vampire, go for it, man. I'm not saying I'm going to hate on it. I'm not saying I'm hating it because it's Johnny Depp or Johnny Depp, whatever. I'm just saying, for me, I would not pick Johnny Depp and Paul McCartney as a rock, metal, guitar player, or bass player. I would not pick guys, a band member. I would definitely say Paul McCartney, he has my respect for what he's done for music. If it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have Black Sabbath. And that's exactly what Tony Iommi and Ozzy said. If it wasn't for the Beatles, you wouldn't probably have Jimi Hendrix, because the Beatles were one of the original bands that were playing so-called rock music back in those early 60s. And they have some of the greatest music of all time. Like, you guys might be thinking, you're not just a metalhead? No, I'm not just a metalhead. I love all genres of music, from old school stuff like the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, the Who, all the way up to the Cannibal Corpses, the Dying Fetuses. I love everything. I even love Tupac and Eminem. So it comes down to me. I'm just a music lover in general, but my blood and sweat always will be for the rock and metal community, always, because that music has balls behind it. But I don't like it when you have overly produced rock bands that when you listen to them, you can definitely tell they are overly produced and it sounds too digital. I love bands who are just kicking ass and they're writing music and they're not just making an album because of a few hit people. It'd be like I said, that band. You have James Hetfield on drums. You have Zach Wilde on rhythm guitar. You have the Slipknot guitar player Jim Root on lead guitar, and then you had Dave Mustaine on bass, and then you had somebody like Fred Durst on vocals. People would tune in. I'm guaranteeing you, people would, well, Fred Durst sucks. No, they would not say that. They would go and tune in just to hear what this band offers. That's the way it is. The same thing with YouTube. Why do people always celebrate and have their friends in their video? It's to elevate their video, and it's helping their friends get views, and it's helping them get views. And that's why you have like Eminem featuring like Tupac, or Tupac featuring Snoop Dogg, because at the end of the day, when you feature people that are very popular, it will bring a name to that project that will help it elevate more than just you. Like if I had like Timothy De La Ghetto or Sexy Phil or Shaycarl or Casey Neistat in any of my videos, and they were featured and they actually told their crowd to go watch the video because they were featured in it, guarantee you 100,000 clips right there, 100,000 people tune in, get like 50,000 views, 60,000 comments, 100,000 thumbs up. That would happen because they're big ass YouTubers and they have that star power to say, hey, go check out Bozo the Clown over there, and people would. They would go check out, because I remember when back in the day, I'll say this before in this rant, you had Shaycarl, which if you don't know, he's a pretty cool dude. He's a humble individual. He basically told this guy, his fans, go check out this dude, and basically this dude was a real poor dude, and he just went around in his car and he sung, and he actually did like acapellas and actually did vocals and sung, and he was really good, and he was only getting like 50 views, and he had like 100 subscribers. And the cool thing about it is, he, after Shaycarl said what he did, this dude had like somewhere like 14 to 15,000 subscribers overnight, and this dude was able to take his life from being like a bum basically with no job to basically making a living off of YouTube. And that dude's always got to respect Shaycarl for that. I would love somebody to shout me out and elevate my game, but I've already hit 3,000 subscribers on this channel alone, and that's with nobody shouting me out and with no respect from the YouTube community besides a few people. But I'm Trevor. I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I probably might edit this up a little bit, but if not, it's just going to go live straight to YouTube. But this is Hollywood Vampires coming to a movie theater near, oh wait, iTunes near you. All right, baby.